What I'm going to go over here with a simple diagram, it's a bedroom diagram. This is the best example. Bedrooms are the best example of, the bed bug behavior and the different spots. And also, what I would consider hot spots when you go into a bedroom, exactly where to look first and then work your way out. Of course, bed bugs I find them everywhere when I do go to different jobs, but it depends on what they tell me, what's going on there, the circumstances. They could be in every room of the house. It really depends on the circumstances, of course. I've seen bed bugs in all rooms of the house, even rooms that don't have beds or even sofas. I've seen them in bathrooms. It just really depends on the situation, the traffic. Depends on what's going on there, in the residence. What makes the bed bugs go from room to room? It's all strategic. I know I have about 18 years experience with bed bugs. I've really been in the trenches with these things since 2007, and I think I've seen just about everything. Also hearing stories from other people, and then I use their stories to figure out what I would do to solve the problem, and also jobs I've gotten from other companies, many previous companies that failed, and then they hire me to solve the problem, and then I solve the problem because I see, based on what even when a treatment was done by another company, when I ask questions on how they did it and everything and what they've been seeing after the treatment, then I'm able to really figure it out. So what I like to go into, say, typical room for first time going in for the first time, they call a professional and say a house typically wasn't treated, nothing was disturbed. They just discovered bed bugs. The bed is going to be the source. The bed's going to be the number one source. If you didn't do anything to disturb them really, and the problems like light to moderate, they're going to be, they're all going to be in 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 the vicinity of the headboard, the footboard, where the legs are, and that's where they're going to be full time. This bed right here likely will be in this bed full time. Now, you knowing this, and this is a fact, you discover this happens. You would think, okay, let's just take this bed, disassemble it, and throw it in the garbage. And there you go. Buy a new bed. Well, what happens when you do that is you don't know exactly how bad the infestation is. You see one or two, you think it's just a few. You could have thousands, tens of thousands of bed bugs undetected going on for 3 to a year. So once you start taking off the bed, you don't know how bad it is. And if you don't keep it contained, you're not going to keep it contained because you're going to be ripping off all the linens and pillows. You're going to throw them aside in a different part of the room. You're going to take the mattress out and drag it out of the house. So there could be there could be thousands of bed bugs on that mattress box spring as you're dragging it out. Now, the bed bugs are going to be either knocked off or just fall off into the apartment or house as you're dragging it through down the stairs or whatever. And then actually now you're introducing bed bugs to all parts of the house, from the hallway to the stairs at the front, the living room area. And then, the problem's even worse. And then you go and buy a new bed, paying like $3,000 on average. The new bed is going to be the magnet for bed bugs. Any bed bugs that didn't leave the house from you throwing it away, they're going to, whatever's was in the exterior section is going to go hide temporarily behind the nightstand, and baseboards are going to hide. And then that night, or when you sleep, they're going to come out from hiding and reestablish themselves on the new furniture. That's just the biggest mistake people do. And people think naturally, well, let's just spray everything with the household chemicals or garden, or just, don't, or just treat the bed itself, or go get something online and treat that. You don't know there's an array of selections. Most companies won't guarantee their work with even registered professional pesticides because they don't make it into a proper composition that works. So they have to do multiple treatments. So even if you treat it a couple times, you're still not safe, free of bed bugs. And you drag out the mattress even after doing your own treatments. You get the same process. Bed bug is gonna fall off. Eggs are gonna get rubbed off or knocked off into the house and get reestablished. Not just the room that the bed bugs are in, but go find other rooms, seek other multiple rooms throughout the house, because they got to start from zero again and find their way, introduce themselves into new territories. Problem can spread this way. So that's why you really shouldn't disturb anything, even up until the time you're going to do the treatment. You shouldn't disturb anything or move. You shouldn't prepare your room until you're ready to get it treated. So you have to figure out for sure your proper game plan and act quickly. And work methodically. It's kind of like painting yourself into a corner. You want to make sure everything's taken care of before you do the treatment. You don't want to do the treatment and then realize, you got to start bagging up stuff as you go along. You're going to cause more of a problem. So you want to have everything done in a methodical process where you're taking care of stage one and you move it on. And actually, ultimately, the last thing you want to do, even up to the day of the treatment, is to move that mattress and box spring. You don't want to move that mattress and box spring until you're treating it. I'll go over that with you in another section.